Hello, good morning, children. Today we are going to start with the fifth chapter called as States of Matter. States of Matter. Chapter 5 Introduction. Introduction. States of matter, we already learned something in the matter around us lesson ninth standard. So there are three states we are familiar with, that solid, liquid and gas. Other than that, fourth state is uh, Bose-Einstein condensate, and fifth state is called as plasma. Fourth step, Bose-Einstein condensate means supercooled liquid which is present in Antarctica. So, plasma means superheated gas present in sun and stars. They are high energetic gaseous particles. The cluster of these gaseous particles will mingle each other and they glitter. They will glitter. So that and all we learned in ninth standard. So matter in this everything around us made up of matter. Matter is something which occupies space and has mass. Matter is divided into three states: solid, liquid, and gas. The fourth and fifth I explained. The matter is made up of matter is mainly depend upon the state of the substance will depend upon the intermolecular forces operating between them and the thermal energy of the molecule. For example, in this case, in solid, atoms are closely packed. Solids, atoms are closely packed. Solids. So intermolecular forces, strong intermolecular forces between them. Intermolecular forces between them. So more energy required to convert the solid into liquid by heating. In this case, liquid, the less intermolecular, there is some gap between each particle, so less intermolecular forces between them. Less intermolecular forces between them. Less intermolecular forces between them. Next one is gas. Gas, very less intermolecular forces between them. This is liquid. In the case of gas, very less intermolecular forces between them. Very less intermolecular forces between them. So if it is very less, gap means the atoms free to work. They can move here and there easily. So they can easily convert from one state to another. So the state of the matter is very important. State of the matter is decided by the intermolecular forces operating between them state. If it is a solid state, strong intermolecular force of attraction. If strong intermolecular force of attraction between the atoms means more energy required to convert the solid into liquid. The liquid means it was some gap between the molecules, so less energy required to convert liquid into gas. And in gas state, it is easy. Already in gas state, there is large gap between one atom and other atom. Therefore, very less intermolecular force of attraction between them. Just heat it, they will separate out. So these are the things given. Next one is before this chapter, we learned that we deal with the individual properties of atoms and molecules. Like in chemical bonding lesson, we deal with the structure and geometry of individual molecules. But in this chapter, we will deal with the bulk properties. Bulk properties like boiling. Bulk properties like boiling. See, let us take water in a beaker. 1000 ml water. Heating the water molecule by using burner. Stand. Just holding the stand. So what happened during the boiling process? It not only boils a single water molecule but also boils a whole water molecules. So it is a bulk property. So in this chapter we will deal with the bulk properties. This chemical properties, the chemical property will depend upon the state of the molecule. If the state of the molecule, solid chemical property, liquid having different chemical properties, gases having different chemical properties. So when a chemical reaction will depend upon the state of the substance, and the rate of the chemical reaction also depend upon the state of the substance. What is rate of chemical reaction? Rate of chemical reaction. Rate of a chemical reaction. Meaning is speed. Speed of the chemical reaction. Speed of the chemical reaction. How fast the reactant into converted into product. Suppose the reactant is converting into product. Suppose the gaseous reactant give gaseous product. Reactant is a liquid and product also liquid. Reactant is a solid, product is a solid. See these three gases, these three states, the rate of the reaction is faster in gas state because the intermolecular forces operating in the gas state is less, so it is easily converted into product. In solid state, the intermolecular force of attraction is strong, so more energy required to break the bond and more energy required to form a new bond. That is why the state of the substance will play a major role in converting reactant into product. Rate means speed of conversion of reactant into product. Okay. In this chapter we will deal with two states of matter called liquid state and gaseous state. The laws governing the chemical properties of gaseous state is associated. Some of them will associate with the liquid, so that we will deal with liquid state and gaseous state in this chapter. Therefore, along with the individual properties of atoms and molecules, we must be familiar with the behavior of matter in different states. That is the thing we learned in the introduction part. Now we are going to start with intramolecular forces and intramolecular forces. Intramolecular forces. Intramolecular forces. What is intramolecular forces? Intramolecular forces means bond formed within the molecule. Bond formed within the molecule. Intramolecular forces are chemical forces that operate from the bond between the atoms to form molecule. For example, ionic bond and covalent bond are examples of intramolecular bond. Intramolecular bond. Example, intramolecular forces. Example, H2 molecule. Let us take H2 molecule. Hydrogen bond with hydrogen. This is called covalent bond. Covalent bond. So we learned this hydrogen. Share this electron with another hydrogen. We learned in chemical bonding lesson covalent bond. So this is one atom and other atom bonded to form molecule. Hydrogen molecule. So this type of bonding or forces are called as intramolecular forces. Let us take ionic bond. In ionic bond, sodium plus chlorine minus to form NaCl. This bond, electrostatic forces of attraction between the positive and the negative ion. This bond is called ionic bond. So what I am telling, the chemical intramolecular forces are the chemical forces that operates between the atoms to form molecules. Okay. Next one is intermolecular forces. Before that, the forces which condense the matter are called two types of forces. One is this can be bonding or non-bonding forces, which may be intermolecular or intramolecular forces. The forces which condense the matter, that is intermolecular force or intramolecular force which condense the matter, that leads to lot of chemical changes taking place in the matter. So the bonding forces are called intramolecular forces, and non-bonding forces are called intermolecular forces. Let us see this. Because the bonding takes place, covalent bond takes place, ionic bond takes place. So the bonding forces are called intramolecular forces. Intra means within the molecule. Inter means between the two molecules. Let us see intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces is a weak force. It's just an interaction between the approaching molecules. Let us do graphite. Let us take graphite is an example. This is one layer of graphite, another layer of graphite bonded with another layer. Graphite is like this only, so it is not a benzene ring in between them. See, layers are formed. This type of bond is called intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. So one more graphite layer. Roughly I am drawing. So one more graphite layer. So in the graphite system, they themselves carbon will form covalent bond, but in between them the attraction is called weak van der Waals force. We learned in the 10th standard. So that type of forces are called, because of the friction between one layer and the other layer, some attraction generated. That type of attraction is called weak van der Waals forces, weak forces. I will tell you. The attractive and repulsive forces between the interactive particles. The attractive and repulsive forces between the interactive particles, atoms or molecules is called as intermolecular forces. These intermolecular forces hold together the molecule in covalently bonded molecule only. In the case of ionic bond, the intermolecular forces are not taking place. Next one is the Van der Waal, a Dutch scientist. Van der Waal, a Dutch scientist, he explained the attractive forces between the molecules lead to the deviation of the real gases. Lead to the deviation of real gases from ideal behavior of gases, which we study in the later part of this lesson. Okay, these intermolecular forces are operating in polar and non-polar molecules. These intermolecular forces exist between polar and non-polar molecules. I told you what is polar molecule. Polar molecule. What is a polar molecule? It contains positive and negative charge. Ionic compound. All ionic bonded compounds are polar in nature. Water, sodium chloride, all those things. Non-polar, benzene, carbon tetrachloride, ether, covalently bonded compounds are non-polar. Okay. These the electrostatic forces of attraction. The electrostatic force of attraction between the molecules. The electrostatic force of attraction present in the negative charge of one molecule and the positive charge of another molecule that attract each other. That is called van der Waals force. Let example. Suppose this is the nucleus. It is surrounded by electron cloud. So one more molecule approach here. What happened? We already learned in the chemical bonding lesson. The nucleus attracts the electrons towards itself, and the electron was attracted by this nucleus. What happened means the positive charge is here and the negative electron cloud is moving like this, because of the interaction between the two molecules. We will study in this chapter all these things. So the van der Waals, to honor the introduction of the attractive force given by van der Waals, these intermolecular forces also called as van der Waals forces. There are three types of intermolecular forces. They are dipole-dipole interaction, dipole-induced dipole interaction, dispersion force or London force. The fourth state is strong intermolecular attraction between the two atoms, also called as hydrogen bonding. Now we are going to explain with dispersion forces. Dispersion forces. Dispersion forces or London forces. The intermolecular forces of attraction exist between non-polar molecules like nitrogen. Dispersion forces. Dispersion forces. I am explaining the dispersion forces. Nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, etc. And these intramolecular forces also exist in monoatomic molecules and monoatomic gaseous molecules like helium, neon, argon. There is intermolecular interaction taking place between these non-polar molecules and no real bond between them. Next, the intermolecular forces. What is these intermolecular forces? Normally, see, this is a helium, neutral helium. This is another neutral helium atoms. Normally, these non-polar molecules have symmetrical electron distribution. Symmetrical electron distribution. So, therefore, no dipole developed between them. Uniform electrical charge. So, symmetrical means it will be uniform. Therefore, no separation of positive and negative charge initially. Therefore, no dipole moment developed. But some temporary dipole moments are formed. But some temporary, this is another helium molecule. Now, what happened now? The electrons present in this molecule oscillates continuously with respect to the nucleus of the atom. Due to this, at a given instant, the electrons negatively charged particles concentrate in one region and positively charged particles concentrate in another region. Now I am drawing the next one. Elliptical model. So positively charged particles concentrate here and then negatively charged particles concentrate here. Initially circular symmetrical electron distribution. This is symmetrical electron distribution. This is symmetrical electron distribution and this one is unsymmetrical electron distribution due to the oscillation of electron with respect to the nucleus. This type of things are happening. So unsymmetrical electron distribution. Due to this at a particular instant a momentary dipole developed in the non-polar molecule. That is the thing we are explaining. So momentary dipole movement developed between the non-polar molecule because of the oscillation of electrons with respect to the nucleus. So due to this one molecule will approach the another molecule. Dipole movement positive to negative and positive to negative. Dipole movement developed here. And the next one, the one molecule, the electron cloud of one molecule will attract the nucleus of the another molecule. Like that it will happen, some attraction generated between these two molecules. That type of molecules are called as induced dipole molecules. Let us take one more example. Suppose the electron cloud is, nucleus is there, electron cloud is like this, another nucleus is there, electron cloud is maximum here. So negative to positive to negative. Like this also possible. Okay. This is also an example of the intermolecular interaction between the induced dipole and induced dipole. This type of induced dipole forces was found by German scientist called as Fritz London. So these type of intermolecular attraction are called as London forces. I will tell you initially the helium atom is symmetrically distributed. but due to the electron oscillation with respect to the electron, unsymmetry was generated, unsymmetrical electronic distribution generated. At that stage, a momentary dipole moment will be produced, positive to negative, nucleus to the electrons. So electron cloud is maximum here, nucleus is here, like this. So this negative charge attracts the positive, this electron charge, the negative charge attracts the positive end of the another molecule. This electric charge attracts the positive end of this molecule. Like that it is happening. So this is not a regular chemical bonding. It is intermolecular attraction. So these type of attraction are called as dispersion forces, or French London, a scientist, German scientist find this. Therefore it is called as London forces. Okay.